Hey everybody, welcome back. This is a follow-up to my experiences thus far with ProAudioStar, and I've done several videos giving heads up or deal alerts on excellent prices for gear, whether it's amplifiers, guitars, etc., over the Black Friday, Cyber Week deals. ProAudioStar has had blowout deals on a lot of Fender gear. And I have to say this the right way. I'm putting this video out just to be as transparent, upfront, and honest as I possibly can be regarding my experience. Now, hopefully, it won't be the same. But although, let me preface this, I've done further research. There are tons of reviews on these guys in Yelp, throughout the internet, and they all have consistent endings, which is very satisfied with price, customer service was very helpful selling the gear, and zero follow-up after the sale, and issues. So, be that as it may, let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, at least with respect to my situation. Let's start off with the good. So the good with ProAudioStar, obviously pricing. Very aggressive pricing, whether it be new gear or open box. And to be quite honest with you, I have seen very little difference between the open box and the new gear from a packaging standpoint. Both seem to be repackaged. The new gear does come with bubble wrap, so it does seem to be packaged a little bit, differently than the open box. But I can't 100% attest to the fact that these are brand new out of the factory shipped items that are described as being new. But whatever the case is, pricing very good. The shipping is fast, and the packaging is excellent on both the open box and the non-open box, or what they're selling is new. Securely packed. Boxes are, attended to appropriately. So I do not have any issue with the shipping, the speed of the shipping, the packaging procedures that they employ, and the pricing. Those are all good, and the pricing extremely good. Now let's talk about the bad. So, right at the top, right off the front, communication. Zero. I've called them on several occasions. One time it was to try to stop a guitar which I had canceled, and they proceeded to completely ignore it immediately after I had placed the order and put a cancellation in, and said that when I was able to get through to them after about 20 minutes on hold, 15 minutes on hold, they abruptly told me, matter of fact told me, and very rudely I might say told me, that they're not accepting any returns, and that this time of year is extremely busy, and that they will not process any returns. They did not see the email in time, and the order went out, and that's my problem. So I handled it my own way, and that's another story. But that wasn't handled extremely well. The second guitar I had some issues. I mentioned it in the video, some stress cracks, etc. I tried contacting them regarding this, was on hold for about 30 minutes, got impatient, hung up, couldn't get through. And then another time I did get through, a second or third time of trying. And I got through to somebody there, and they told me that someone was going to call me back, which I never got any follow-on call. I left about 3 emails, no follow-up at all on the emails. So there was no acknowledging of emails, very, very difficult to get through on the phone, if at all. So communication is, I'm giving it horrible grade for that, because it's real bad. Now, what's the ugly? The ugly is if you are unfortunate enough to get a guitar sincerely with an issue. Let's say you bought it for a child, or you bought it for yourself and you're a novice, or you bought it for your child, right, as a gift, and there's an issue with it, and you're not a luthier and you can't fix sharp fret ends or whatever the case might be, cracks in the paint job or whatever it might be, right? you can't get through to these people, and if you do get through to them, they don't follow up. They won't process a refund timely, or they won't follow up with you. So that is a problem. Customer service is extremely important when it comes to buying gear online. If not, I would rate that as the most important thing. And some of the other companies that are out there, obviously Amazon, Musician's Friend, Adorama, they're phenomenal. I mean, you have a problem with an item, and all you have to do is call them. You get through to them immediately, and in the mail, right after you speak to them, is a return shipping label. So it's a non-issue with those companies. Here, it could very well be a problem. And I just wanted to make that up front because I recommended these guys on several occasions, and the last thing I want to do is to have you have a bad experience or a negative experience. And that's my reason for making the video. So I would highly recommend, if you do buy something from these folks, to purchase it through PayPal. This way, if you have an issue, you can open up a dispute, and they can go directly after the seller to get your money back, so that it saves you a little bit of aggravation and risk. That's my assessment. So I just wanted to be honest and upfront with you. I'm still waiting for a third guitar. I bought 3. I don't know if I mentioned that. I bought the Squier Affinity Starcaster, the Squier Contemporary Strat Hardtail Special, and a third one is on the way, which is the Squier Affinity Telecaster. Haven't gotten that one yet. The Affinity Starcaster, really didn't have any issues with it. It was described as new. The Squier Contemporary Hardtail Strat, the last one I reviewed for ProAudioStar, was an open box, and it did have stress cracks and some cracks around the neck, which were a bit concerning to me, but they completely ignored me on that one, unfortunately. So that I'm not sure what I can do about that. I just keep the guitar as is, I guess, because no one's even followed up or answered any of my questions and concerns regarding that one. And then the third one, which I haven't received yet, is the Squier Affinity Telecaster, and I'm hoping that guitar arrives with no issues, because if it does, it's going to be a heck of a pain for me to try to get anything remedied. So again, guys, just wanted to make this video, wanted to be completely transparent, upfront, and honest with you. If you have any questions, put them below in the comments. If you find these videos useful, please subscribe and hit the like button. And as always, until the next time, be well and stay safe. You take care.